This is an introduction to using hashes in Python. A hash function takes in data and returns a value based on that data. Hashing is deterministic, and that's very important for understanding what a hash is used for. So, for given input, it will always return the same value. It's never going to return something pseudo random. It's always going to return the same value for that input. In cryptography, hashing is used to verify if input data matches a stored value. The old value has been hashed, and since there can be only one hash value for a group of data, the hash value for the input data is compared to the old hash to see if it's identical. So the first thing we're going to do here is import the hashlib library. And I have some printouts here for the when we actually run this. Uh, so firstly, we're going to take different inputs and feed them into the same hashing algorithm. The different inputs for the same hash algorithm will produce different values. And the first input is the hef, and then we're running that through MD5. The next example, we're using the same hashing algorithm, MD5, but a different input string, and the string is loves strudel. So since the string is different, since the input is different, the hash function will always produce a different value for different input. After that, we're going to take a different hashing algorithm, SHA-256, a much stronger hashing algorithm, and we're going to run the same input, the hef, through SHA-256, and then run it through SHA-1. And what that's going to do is it's going to produce different values because the algorithm is different. So in order for the value to be the same, it has to be the same input and the same algorithm. Finally, let's look at identical value, an identical value hash with the same algorithm. And we're going to use SHA-512 and then the hef for the input. Now, that's the basic concept of what a hash is used for in cryptography. There is also another built-in I thought was interesting for hashlib, and that's a way to show algorithms available and algorithms that are guaranteed. So when you're figuring out what algorithms to use, some systems are going to have more extensive hashing algorithms, and this is very pertinent with cipher suites because a lot of cipher suites set up aren't necessarily going to have SHA-512. They may have like SHA-256, SHA-384, but so that has to be taken into account when you're figuring it out when you're programming for your hashes. So let's run the script. And here we have MD5 was the first hash we used. And we were running the hef into it. After that, we're using MD5, but we're running love strudel as the input string. And then after that, we have the same input, but with the different hashing algorithms. The first is a stronger hashing algorithm, SHA-512. Oh, no, SHA-256. And then after that is SHA-1. Notice how much shorter it is. And then we have SHA-512 with the same input. After that, we have the algorithms available and then the guaranteed algorithms.